Hey, Inuki here. If you'd like more CoH games, show your support on Twitch or join the Discord. Now Jenkins, introduce the commanders, please.
Nothing like a turn of the tide to get the blood pumping, isn't that right, Inuki? Well, let's set the stage for our fine viewers, shall we? On the loyal Allied side, carrying the hopes and dreams of democracy, we've got a proper chap named Nub of the US forces. Noble Nub, wearing the colour blue with pride, is setting up shop in the east. Last bout, despite losing, Nub managed to capture all territories. Impressive, right? That's like a terrier nabbing all the sausages from a butcher's shop.
Yeah, but he lost
On the
it.
dubious Axis side,
He lost
we have
all
a
the
slippery
territory.
customer known as Reakly. Representing the Africa Corps, draped in a flagrant shade of red, he's setting base in the west. Last time out, spitefully crushed Nub's 2 Hellcats. Lad didn't even break a sweat. Quite the nefarious motorists, isn't he? As for who will have the upper hand in this rematch, the Queen once told me that even the canniest lot can learn from their past. Let's hope Nub has smartened up and is ready for a bit of payback. Otherwise we may see Reakly driving off with another victory, and we can't have that, sidestepping Jerry that he is. How about Nub calls in the Queen? I bet she could assemble a tank with some tinfoil and spit, and then go on to win the match single-handedly.
Yeah, let's just do that. Just a little bit of elbow grease. I mean, not even elbow grease. That'd be far more advanced. Just some spit. Spit, tinfoil, Queen, done. Oh my god. American propaganda, though, neglecting to mention that Nub lost all the territory after the initial capturing of all the territory. But yeah, let's see how they do here, because it is quite interesting when commanders fight each other for a second, a third, fourth, fifth times. That's why we usually have like best of fives and stuff like that, because players can change up what I like to call is their global strategic approach. Like, knowing where you might go in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes, like the overall shape of the game. So this time round, Reakly is playing as the Africa Corps, and we've got the Berserkers out in force. This is kind of what everyone is complaining about at the moment. As they dart around the map, they're very, very fast on their feet. And as you can see, map control slightly in Reakly's hands. We have some engineers out on the field. We do have the M29 Weasel again. They did great with that last time. Motorcycle going for the +5 fuel, because it's such a small fuel point, it shouldn't take long at all to capture. M29 Weasel to respond. It's getting the 30 cal upgrade. Doesn't reach the point in time. Exactly what Reakly wants. In the meantime, there's just like kind of a stall in the middle as the riflemen are just pinned down by 2 Berserkers, which are on Overwatch. You don't want to move out in front of them. We do have the Panzer Pioneers getting some mines down on a choke point. I don't know if Nub has seen that or not. Flamethrowers too. Reakly getting those munitions spent. Okay, 2 rifles now pushing into the middle of the map, concentrating on one of the Berserkers squads. Forces that retreat, which means the second squad isn't going to be able to win on the numbers game, so they just move on out. Great response from Nub here. Scouts cannot withstand the flames of the flamethrower, and I don't blame them. I think the only person that potentially could withstand the flames is the Queen, and until she is airdropped in, I don't think we'll have to worry about that. God, that bike is just going for it again. Oh, so annoying. And the Weasel's all the way over here. At least Nub has triple victory points.
Research complete. Superior support weapons are available.
Panzer Pioneers having to run through 2 squads of rifles. Oh, everyone's low on health as well. It's just a few shots, they get the wipe. I can't believe it. Not just taking a Panzer Pioneer squad, which is relatively expensive for, you know, as far as Pioneer units go. But with a flamethrower attached as well, that's munitions just gone, depleted. They got like a burst of flames on a scout squad, and that was it. The cutoff point was being challenged there by the motorcycle. The motorcycle getting in the face of the scout squad. But the scout squad says, you know what? We don't really mind. Good job that the motorcycle is fast. Able to outrun a weasel. Not sure how much damage a Bursalary squad can do to a 29 weasel, but probably about the same as any other squad. I think more of a case is just applying pressure, limiting the movement of the weasel. No worries about this cutoff being captured. It's not like we have territory over there anyway. Oh, the big mine. Oh, the 29 got killed by the big mine.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Gotta be careful of those choke points. Here we go. Flak Verling. My God, we're getting a lot of squad wipes so soon. It's only 6 minutes in.
Entry point is being taken from us.
A lot of blood coming out of one soldier. They should probably harvest that blood and, you know, scoop it back up so they can put it back in him. I think he might need it. My God, Flak Verlings do pump out a lot of blood of soldiers. We also got a Jaeger squad out here as well. So anticipating vehicles. I don't see much other reason for a Jaeger squad besides just making use of the cooldown. You know, it's a relatively cheap call-in for the army group. Rifles, no fear. They don't have to worry about a small little half-track with a Jaeger squad inside. They do have to worry about this, though. Unless we got some sticky grenades out here. Reakly already has the Bursalary bolster squads, so we can get 6-man squads out here. Very important to get early on. Significantly improves their performance across the map. We've got the flag furling on the left, we've got the half-track and the motorcycle on the right. Lots of mechanized stuff going on. Only 2 Bursalary squads. 3 Bursalary squads. I think that's really all you need when you've got these vehicles out on the field as well.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Not able to capture the middle victory point whilst the Flak Verling is guarding it. They're also able to hold down the left victory point as well. Just switching between left and middle. With the vehicle is no troubles whatsoever. Yes, let's get some repairs going. Minesweepers on as well. Meanwhile, Nub is focusing on the right-hand side, moving pretty heavily into this territory.
As requested. Territory sector out of contact.
M3 armored personnel carrier. Delightful to see. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be an anti-tank conversion. No one seems to get the AA or the medical truck anymore. It's always the M3 anti-tank. 75 millimeters of delicious times. Being able to bombard enemy infantry as well as hit enemy vehicles grants it that versatility that, you know, the other options just don't have. Ugh, I remember the... Oh, damn, that was a hit. I remember the days where everyone was just getting the quad half-track and it was awful. Oh, 2 shots and gone.
250 has been destroyed.
Gotta get those upgrades for the half-track so it makes them more healthier. Harder to kill, a few more shots to take. Looking like a stronger situation for Nub here compared to the last match. Still fighting what I feel is a bit of overwhelming odds, though.
The enemy has the advantage here.
I feel outnumbered in terms of vehicles, outnumbered in terms of infantry, outnumbered in terms of just general tech and firepower. I think the 75mm M3 is just going to be really important for the next few minutes. It's the only unit I can see making kind of a game-changing adjustment. If they could take out the flak Verling, that would be huge. But Reakly, I think they're well aware of the vulnerability of that machine at the moment. After losing their half-track. We're getting a huge surge out here now. This could be risky. This could be a bad decision. Oh, one shot. I think it's going to take a couple more. Immediately retreating it, but the infantry is not going to be able to handle all this. We have the Panzerjäger squads trying to fire on the 75mm gun motor carriage. And nobody's going to risk it. Whiffs the last shot. Fortunately, that second Panzerjäger squad tried... Okay, we lost the Panzerjägers. They do at least pick up the weapon. Trying to grenade the weapon once they pick it up. Smart choice. We got the medic half-track out here as well, trying to hide behind the wall. Tried and successfully hit behind the wall. Motorcycle still going around being a very annoying bike indeed. Okay, Nub. In that one, huge gains. Just need to get the motor carriage repaired.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Hey, Nub. I want to know what Jenkins thinks.
Proximity alarm.
Jenkins.
Victory point.
Nub just took out 2 Panzerjäger squads that were firing on their M3 75mm gun motor carriage. That almost died in the process, but Nub held on for long enough to take out 2 squads. Now they just got to get that machine repaired up, and I think things are looking good for them. They do have 3 Bersaglieri squads.
Enemy forces
They're like grenadiers,
The victory point
but
is
nastier.
taken
They run
from
really fast around the map. If they can deal with that, I think Nub's in good shape. That's going to be a challenge for Jenkins for sure. Glad you missed the first game. I thought the first game was pretty good.
Enemy control.
Rematch is looking a bit more consistent, I think. Not as wildly going... the fluctuation in that first match was hella huge. This seems a bit more stable. Good grenade.
A classic hare and hound situation with those pesky Bersaglieri squads. Always a ruddy nuisance. Still, hats off to our man Nub there for snuffing out those 2 Panzer Grenadier squads. Just goes to show, those Yanks have got a bit of bulldog in them after all. Our G.I. Joe Nub's M3 75mm gun motor carriage took a bit of a beating, poor chap. But it's still kicking like the Queen after she's had her morning Earl Grey. Let's hope he has that beauty patched up faster than a Lancashire lass can mend a stocking. A note to our dear viewers, for those who don't know, the M3 gun motor carriage was essentially a 75mm gun on a half-track. It was known as a stopgap tank destroyer. Quite nifty for when you've got some pesky panzers to get rid of. So, despite the enemy running around like chickens in a fox's den, if Nub can keep those Bersaglieri squads at bay, he might have a chance. After all, every good show needs a bit of suspense, isn't that right, Inuki? Reakly, I hope he's not getting too comfy across the field. I'd hate for him to spill his schnitzel all over his boots when he realizes he's in for a real fight.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with Reakly, though. They've brought out a Panzer III. And there isn't... Sure, the M3 is going to be able to pen it, but I don't think it's going to be able to kill it. And it is a risk. It's a danger. We still have that AT gun, the Bersaglieri squad. Oh my god, that is the much harder pronunciation of that. Why do this to me, Jenkins? Taking cover behind a vehicle, takes a shot. Oh, that's going to take like 5 or 6 more shots. Whereas, yeah, that's what I feared. It's just not going to be able to withstand much. It's not going to be able to get all those shots off. Maybe if there's a huge infantry wave in front that's just going to mass retreat. Was that a misclick? What was that to fear, Nub? Oh no. Reakly sees that as a sign of weakness. It's just going to start devouring territory. Right inside the base you go. And the P3 is on the hunt. Oh, maybe this is the smart thing. You've just... false sense of security. Get those stickies off. The repair work is urgent. This is insane. Oh, how dare this miss that last shot. Sticky grenade will finish the kill and promotions to the rifle squad, I believe.
No communication from our Panzer III.
Yeah, damn right no communications. It got freaking destroyed. That was great. That was, I think, mind games. I don't know if you accidentally did that or you actually planned and thought, you know what, if I retreat, Reakly's going to chase me because that's the kind of wily dog he is. Just think that so arrogant is going to think, yeah, I'm in control here. But they weren't in control.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
That's the stuff we like to see in Company of Heroes. And now we've just got this slugfest of, you know, battle of bullets. Double promotion there for the burst. Larry. Fighting outside your base, though, has its advantages. Your squads can heal up pretty quickly and get back to the battle. Grenade away. Oh, retreating over the grenade. I'm surprised this squad is holding out so hardcore. So freaking hardcore. We do have a new Jaeger squad out. Vet 2, by the way, on the M3. 2 infantry killed. 2 vehicles killed. A lot of action just over here. Oh, losing 3 members of that Jaeger squad. M3 back in action. Willing to kick up some dirt between the Axis toes. And a new Panzer III hits the field. Oh, it's found the M3. Getting a bit too daring, are we?
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Great damage, though. Amazing damage. What does the Flak Verling want to do? It takes a hit, gets promoted. I don't know why that's a thing.
All victory points are under enemy control.
We've got the infantry out in front, but they're taking massive amounts of damage from the Flak Verling. Oh, no, couldn't decide which one to take. Are we going to see a sticky grenade off? No, because they're suppressed. We lose the poor M3, sadly. Nub is now in a position where they don't have any sufficiently decent anti-tank. They're going to have to find a solution to that.
The enemy has lowered our victory point to 250.
Vet 3 rifle squad, well done. 11 kills of infantry. 1 kills of vehicle.
Off-map batteries are available.
100% cool to have before 20 minutes in the match. Infantry, Nub is fine with.
A munitions point is being taken from us.
Don't think for a second that the Flak Verling is not going to be able to stop a Vet 3 rifle squad. Double rifles on the southern front. No trouble whatsoever against the Jaeger squad. But they can still act as a screen for a Flak Verling. Just firing right over the shoulders of the Jaeger squad. Kind of frightening. Reakly instead is going to take all of their Bersaglieri over to the northern side. If you can't fight your enemy, then just go take territory that they're not defending. Oh, mines! Yeah, that's probably probably a problem. Look at those engineers going, tee.
Enemy forces have claimed
The laughing may stop, though, when they have to run past all this. More mines being detonated as well. Oh, I think that's an engineer wipe. Savage. One rifle squad is not going to be enough for that. We do have an anti-tank gun out here now. And I think looks to be a second Panzer III. If that armor starts stacking up, this could be a real problem for Nub, and I think they're well aware. They have the foresight because they're going for a second anti-tank gun. Extremely hard to micro anti-tank guns effectively. They're such a challenging unit to make useful at times because whilst they do counter tanks, tanks can just drive around the back of them. And we all hate that situation where an anti-tank gun is desperately trying to rotate. And whilst it rotates, it ends up just like not benefiting from the heavy cover that the shield provides. And infantry starts shooting them in the back and then it's decrewed. And then the anti-tank gun gets stolen. And it just works all against you. Anti-tank guns at the ready. Do need that infantry to be able to spot for us, though. Currently, they're all holed up inside the base. Oh, double tap into the side armor. Reakly knows. I don't think they knew that there was one anti-tank gun, but now they know that there's two anti-tank guns, so all the more reason to be very careful. Getting back behind the buildings. We call that a shot blocker. But do we call this a squad wipe? No, they're fine. We do have anti-tank loiter, anti-infantry loiter. Not much infantry around here, though. Which is what confused me. Like, calling anti-infantry lawyer on... Lawyer? Yes, just call the lawyer on those tanks.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Okay, strange that the infantry died. But hey, 75 tickets left. Nub has done incredibly well on the victory point front. It's down to Reakly to hold them VPs. They should be able to do this with what they've got, though. They've got loads of vehicles. They just need the infantry to stand on the points. So I guess the anti-infantry loiter, you know, it did its job. It held the victory points. Nub doesn't have 2 victory points, though. They only have 1. 304 tickets to play with. Plenty of time. Time is a resource. AT guns moving up into the middle. But who's protecting them?
Confirming enemy points as
I wish we had names for the riflemen. You know, you could like hover down here or something. You get names for them. We have an infantry support weapon. LG-18. Artillery is always good in the later stages of the game. Trying to punish anyone capturing a victory point. So we have a lot of stuff moving in. The 3rd anti-tank gun as well. And you can see Reakly getting into flanking positions. Flanking 1 AT gun. Okay, flanking 3 AT guns. It's making them all swivel. He's dancing around them like a ballerina. But I think this is where it ends for that Panzer III. Oh, one more shot. Oh, I don't think they get it. Okay, meanwhile, in mid, we have a 250 out here as well. I wonder if we'll see that upgraded. Because it will not survive long, otherwise. Reakly doing well to hold on to 2 victory points. Keeping Overwatch on 1. With the rest of the forces devoted to the middle. Rifles, step on the point. Stukas! Oh my god! Oh, this is going to be devastating. Nice to see one of these.
Victory point lost.
Currently with the point neutralized, the points are stalled. Oh, we're firing over here. We're going for the AT guns. Smart choice. At least that was where they were last sighted.
Proximity alarm near our fuel
No AT
point.
guns hit, though. Cooldown on that is about 90 seconds, so it seems.
A victory point is being
So 90 seconds, try again. Nice grenade little dance, but unfortunately it doesn't work. That squad takes massive damage. They'll have to retreat. Another
Enemy
point
forces
neutralized.
captured the
Nub
victory point.
is 2 points to 0. See one rifle squad just keeping Overwatch on there. I like past the 20-30 minute in the game, you get that situation where you really have to keep an eye on those victory points. Early on, people typically don't care. It's just like, we gotta win battles and stuff like that, and then we'll take territories. And then things change. It's like, well, I don't want to lose a second. I don't want this point to be decapped. We don't have far to go. 44 tickets. We can do this. And now it's all-out war in the middle. I think we might have to pull up our cinematic camera. Oh, yeah. I think it's really going to matter just on this point whether this is held or not.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Reakly does get the retreat. The retreat that they were looking for. The point is theirs. Big blasts go down, but again, the AT guns are fine. Panzer IIIs move over to the victory point on the top. And this is the difficulty of those AT guns. They just don't have the mobility to contest. With the Panzer IIIs just darting between points, along with the Flak Verling. This is the power of the Afrika Korps. They are mechanized. They are mobilized. They can be in places that you cannot be in such a short notice. Ooh. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, this is the last match. Calliope, not Calliope. It's a freaking whiz-bang. Oh, I wish for a Calliope. I wish for a Calliope.
Our forces are decimated. Only 10 points remain.
Panzer III is just keeping Overwatch. Oh,
Fire at will.
but we do have 2 victory points in control of Nub. Just rolling over that middle victory point, but it's not going to matter unless Reakly can capture one of the other points, and I think at this point they're just going for... they're just trying to satisfy the bloodshed in them. Oh, I want to kill.
Hey, Vivi here. I edit and upload the videos here on Ironcast. If you want to see Inuki cast more, then like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, come along to the Discord, do anything to let him know. Inuki would love to cast more if you'd like to see more.